Look at that big, funny-looking bird on the Nature Channel. It's an emu. It has long legs, tiny wings, and it just runs around looking completely goofy. Humans could easily outsmart a bird like that, right? You would think so. But if you check the official military history books of Australia back in 1932, the National Army went to a full-scale war against 20,000 of those birds! And the humans completely lost! Wait, hold on. A real army with soldiers and heavy machine guns lost a war to a bunch of oversized chickens! Are you pulling my leg? I am deadly serious! The emus were eating all the crops during a drought, so the government sent troops to stop them. But the emus spread out like professional guerrilla fighters, ran at 50 kilometers an hour, and even sabotaged the military trucks! Oh my goodness! So the birds had better battlefield tactics than the trained soldiers! That is the most hilarious military blunder in history! It absolutely was. The commander literally said the emus were like invulnerable spirits. Strike up the brass! Let's see the Great Bird Maneuver! Down under in the dust of 1932, the farmers cried for help. They didn't know what to do. 20,000 giant birds were marching through the wheat, looking for a massive and a tasty lunch to eat. The government sent soldiers with a heavy weapon plan to save the golden countryside and back the working man. They set up the machine guns, they took a steady aim, but they didn't know the rules of this ridiculous new game. Oh, scatter to the left and gallop to the right, the funniest opponents who were ready for a fight. You cannot hit a target running 50 miles an hour, defeating all the bullets and the modern army power. The craziest surrender that a general ever made, a beautiful, expensive, and a feathered friend parade. Where the shadows like to hide. One giant bird collided with a moving army truck and broke the steering wheel with a bit of feathery luck. Thousands of spent bullets were just scattered on the clay, while the victorious seamen simply turned and walked away. They didn't have a tank, they didn't have a plane, they only had their running legs upon the desert plain. They proved that Mother Nature has a funny sense of wit when a trained modern army has to pack their bags and quit. So give some big respect to the feathered troops of old, who won the desert battle with a strategy so bold. Oh, scatter to the left and gallop to the right, the funniest opponents who were ready for a fight. You cannot hit a target running 50 miles an hour, defeating all the bullets and the modern army power. The craziest surrender that a general ever made, a beautiful, expensive, and a feathered friend parade. Whoa! So the official military report basically said, we ran out of bullets and the birds are still eating our snacks? That is absolutely legendary. Exactly. The emus won the crown, and the soldiers went home with 0 trophies and a lot of empty pockets! Amazing, I'm never going to underestimate a bird again. In fact, I might start bowing down when I see one. Probably a safe move, especially if they start organizing again! True! Captain Emu, we salute you! Let the curtain drop!